everyone, Harley Barley back again once more with another rendition of Long Live the Queen. So, when we last left off, we had just prevented a civil war. And now, Elodie is thinking of something to do since the kingdom has been so unsettled lately. Everyone's on edge. We need something cheerful. So, let's pop right into this game and see if we can continue to get our little Elodie to become a magical girl queen. Jocelyn, you could hold a tournament. What a good idea! Knights, jousting, musicians, all sorts of competitions. Everyone loves a contest. What will you offer as prizes to the winners? Status and praise, employment, or gold? Let's do status and praise. Because who doesn't want to elevate their status in a medieval time? Being declared to be the best in front of the entire domain should be the prize enough for anyone. Oh. Being declared to be the best in front of the entire domain should be prize enough for anyone. Oh, if that's all? Okay. Very well, I will draft the announcements. Oh, I thought she was actually going to elevate their rank, but I guess not. You leave him to his work. As you move through the hall, your eye falls upon a vase of flowers. Pretty, but apparently not getting enough water. The leaves on one blossom have shriveled. Test divination failed, decoration failed. Someone on hall duty is being lazy. Those flowers should be replaced. You continue up the stairs to your room, where a maid is waiting for you. My lady, a gift arrived from Kigal. From the Duke? No, my lady. A merchant house, I believe. It was sent with a shipment down the Cavala River. Kavala? Kavaya? I don't know if those are supposed to be pronounced as a Y or two L's. Anyway. You tear open the brightly colored paper to find chocolates! Production plus trade equals failed. There's a little card with the box. With our compliments. The House of Kraylot. Court manners, success. That's oddly high-handed for some tiny trader I've never heard of. Dogs failed, intrigue, success. There's something suspicious about this. Eat candy now, save it for later, or test for poison. Let's test for poison. Sense magic, success. The gift doesn't appear to be enchanted, at least. Medicine failed. You can't think of any safe way to test the chocolate, and you don't want to leave it lying around where it might be a present danger to others. Eventually, you mash the candies together into an unappetizing paste, and bury the box in the palace garden. Wanda depressed. It's a waste, if they weren't really poisoned. My candy. Well, it's possible that we survived another assassination attempt. So, good for us? Anyway, let's get ready to go on to the tournament. Let's see, to the yielding, willful, lonely. On the willful. Okay, so our mood is still pretty high with willful. So, conversation's completely maxed. Lumen's completely maxed. Intrigue should be next, since we have pretty high there. And then after that, we'll start backing stuff down to yielding and try to get this taken care of. And as a matter of fact, we could probably raise our anger as well and still have plenty to go on for the weapons and military. So, let's go ahead and take some ciphering classes. Ciphering and ciphering. You practice reading words whose letters have been arranged in reverse order, the simplest of transpositions, which anyone literate can puzzle through if they try, but sometimes useful to hide information. THG is NIA Lipney. Lipney. You practice shifting substitution ciphers, where each letter is replaced by one a few steps further along the alphabet, so that cake and pie becomes feel like I'm trying to summon Cthulhu over here. Cthulhu Ftagan. Practice random substitution ciphers, where the normal alphabet is replaced by one in jumbled order. This is harder to decide, but most people need a written substitution chart to read or write it, and that chart can be lost or stolen. We practice complex transposition ciphers, where messages are written down in columns or lines, and then reorganized into scrambled words. This means that both an encoded and plain text written copy exist, which can be insecure. You have unlocked a new outfit! Woo! And we'll use our new outfit to get a bonus and get that taken care of quicker. This is the week of the general tournament. Nobles and commoners alike have turned out to compete against each other. Jocelyn, the people will be pleased if you participate in their games. However, it would expose you to danger. Aris. Oh, and she's advising us too. The people will not be pleased if their promised queen makes a poor showing of herself. Do only what you can do well. Okay. What event do you wish to partake in? Mounted parade, jousting, fencing, archery, music, falconry. I don't think we can do any of these. None. Wonder depressed. I guess I'll watch from my tower. The tournament goes on without you. Well, it's all we could do. See, one too angry, one too afraid. I mean, one too angry and one too willful. Okay, let's put on our new cat suit. Wow, she's got like a little monocle. Why do you even need a monocle? You don't wear glasses. But okay, you know, maybe it's a reading monocle. Maybe she does have eye trouble, who knows? Maybe it's just a fake piece of glass. I don't know, this looks cool. She's Catwoman now. Alright, so our mood is back up to willful, cheerful's down, angry's up. Alright, so let's go to skills, and we do have our bonuses here. So let's go ahead and do some more foreign affairs, foreign intelligence and internal affairs. So for internal affairs, the Countess of Dis is now married to the disinherited third sibling of the Duke of Marie, and the Duchess of Hellas. Currently, both Duke and Duchess are unwed. If either dies without an heir, a title must still pass to the Countess' husband. So, Bryn and Banyan have another sibling that's apparently disinherited. Okay. Several generations back, the rulers of Elath and Sedna and neighboring Talass married. The citizens of Elath objected to this foreign influence, and the resulting heir died in suspicious circumstances, after which the title was passed to a distant branch of the family rather than another child of the Elath-Sedna union. Okay, and for foreign intelligence. Agents who have visited Borealis report that all known Lumen shamans seem to have no magical powers at all, and perform their ritual displays with show and trickery. Rumor has it that the mother and older sister of the last Duchess of Elath were assassinated 20 years ago by agents from Sedna, which is why she, as sole remaining heir, was married off so young. So, the Duchess of Elath, isn't that who Aris is? I may be incorrect. It's hard to keep track of all these people. My lady, your father wishes to speak with you. He says it's urgent. I'm coming. You find your father standing over a map of the coastline, his face grave. The Duchess of Lilla is present as well. This must be serious. Uh-oh. Wonder what's going on. Ships have been sighted on approach from SHANJIA. Not trade ships. This is a war fleet. Wanda afraid. What? Within a week, they will be in Novan waters. Within 2, they could reach the capital. Then we will fight to defend ourselves. You can try to use the treasury funds to hire additional soldiers, but it may be difficult on short notice. Well, yeah, let's recruit soldiers. We have plenty of money. Fine, we'll do that. You will need to draw up a naval strategy for our ships to carry out. Oh boy, we don't have any military skills whatsoever. You could choose to act as admiral and lead the fleet in person, but the danger to you would be very great. She must not. It would be far too easy for an accident to befall her, far from shore. Don't talk about me like I'm not here. Unless you think your personal skills will make the difference, I would strongly advise against it. Unfortunately, I think Jocelyn's right. Let's stay in the capital so we don't die an untimely death so quickly. No, there's too much to do here. I can't go to sea. Alright, so let's see. Let's go one more to willful, one more to angry. We may not have time to learn more history if we're about to be attacked by another nation. We may die. So, mood, willful, lonely, angry's getting higher. Okay, so let's keep learning, Well, we've got our Lumen stuff up. Hopefully that's going to save us in the end. Let's keep learning our foreign affairs and foreign intelligence. Our internal affairs and foreign intelligence. Okay, so yay, triple boost. Internal affairs. There were many dark rumors about the second husband of the Duchess of Lilla. Oh, right. Aris is the Duchess of Lilla, not the Duchess of Elath. Okay. Possibly because he was a commander. He was a commoner. I'm still stuck in the military stuff. It was whispered that he once assaulted the young Duchess of Elath before her untimely marriage and demise. After years of marriage and 3 children, the Duchess of Lilla divorced her second husband and refused to say why. Shortly afterwards, he was found dead in a nearby forest. The Duchess of Lilla and her son, the Earl of Io, have been estranged ever since. The Earl of Io now lives with his sister, the Duchess of Mead. That was his dad? Okay, but, well, if this guy actually did assault this girl, I can't say as I blame Lilla for having him bumped off. Definitely not blame her for divorcing him. After the last Duke of Mead went into seclusion, he hired a stream of attractive young servants who had to be frequently replaced after injuries and accidents. He eventually died by falling from a high tower window, which his family covered up. But was it suicide they were hiding? Or murder? And last Duke of Mead. So, maybe that woman from the beginning was telling the truth. Maybe her brother really was killed off by that guy. I mean, it talks about accidents here, so it seems like she was telling the truth. Although apparently she aimed for the wrong person. Not Coruscant, but the person before her. Okay, so foreign intelligence, also another triple boost. Rumor has it that the Prince of Charax was humiliated by the public dissolution of his betrothal to an heiress after she declared him a coward. The Queen of SHANJIA is wedded to a non-noble. Okay, so this is going to be useful for us probably because Sanjian ships are coming toward us. The Queen of SHANJIA is wedded to a non-noble, a court musician whom she initially took as consort, barring any offspring from inheriting the throne. She has since passed new laws to give not only their children, but also the man himself an equal claim to the crown. So, normally, I guess, most people become king or queen consort when they marry, royal by birth, but instead she wanted to give him equal reign. So, rumor has it that the king of SHANJIA has become the true power behind the throne, and that he may have also have the powers of Lumen. Oh boy. So it looks like our Lumen powers might come in handy here. He is a controversial figure within the domain, but ministers who speak against him have been known to disappear. Oh boy. Danger on the high seas! Ships close in on each other, angling into range. The Sanjians have half again as many troops as you do. It doesn't look promising. The eventual outcome is not in your favor. War failed. The Novan ships are sunk or scattered as the Sanjian forces press toward landfall. Many good soldiers were lost today, and Nova's troubles have not ended. Since you have failed to repel the invasion, the Sanjian fleet will soon land, and their troops will begin to progress toward your capital city. Your remaining soldiers will hold them off as long as possible, of course, but the main strength of your military has been exhausted. Nova's future looks bleak. Well, let's hope our skills are good enough that we can take care of this. So our mood is now angry. Let's see what skills we can do this way. Ciphering's probably not going to come in handy for us right now. And honestly, Neither is history. But it's possible we could either do... Well, military is probably not going to be of any sort. Let's go ahead and do some weapons. Let's take some classes on swords. You take up a wooden sword and practice correct grips and stances. You practice slow swings to move your blade to precisely marked targets, building up your muscles and control. You drill with a partner, attacking and blocking in carefully timed patterns. Alright. The invasion of Nova is proceeding. Your coastline is under SHANJIA control. Soldiers have marched through villages, trampling fields and frightening citizens. A diplomatic delegation from SHANJIA has requested access to the castle to discuss terms, most likely for your surrender. You lack the strength to hold off their armies, and surrendering now may save many lives. It would seem that you have no choice. You prepare yourself as best as you can to meet with the representatives from SHANJIA. And the music's changed. You expected diplomats and a military representative, a general or an admiral. You did not expect the handsome man decked in jewels who now stands before you. A man announced by your servants as Togami, King of SHANJIA, so we have a Lumen in our court. For an intelligent success. King consort he should be, if even that much. He's a common musician who married his way onto the throne. And he's a Lumen too, sense magic, so we are up against a Lumen. Togami, my dear young lady, how difficult this must be for you. So much responsibility at such a tender age. King of SHANJIA, age who knows what. Togami comes from a land across the ocean. You know nothing about his family. Composure failed, court manner success. You yearn to slap the false sympathy off his oily face, but you force yourself to remain calm. War benefits no one, don't you think? Such a terrible waste. Better to settle things in a civilized manner. A contest. A game, so to speak, with Nova as the stakes. Should I win, then your domain will submit and accept me as overlord with no further resistance. Should I lose, then my army will leave your domain in peace and shed no more blood. What sort of game? It is well known that Nova is ruled by Lumens. As it happens, I, too, possess the powers of a Lumen. Oh boy, looks like it's gonna be a Lumen face-off. I propose a formal duel. Yep, it's a Lumen duel. Alright, magical girl battle skills up now, Elodie. We're gonna need them. My powers against yours. The winner takes control of Nova. The loser dies. Well, he's a bit dramatic, isn't he? Little bloodthirsty. So bloodthirsty his eyes have gone red. Your game by your rules, for my life? That doesn't sound fair to me. The rules of formal dueling have been passed down for centuries and must be upheld. It is important that we do this by the ancient codes. Why should I? If you refuse, then the war will continue. I'll sweeten the deal. If you meet me in a formal Lumen challenge, I'll call off the invasion even if I win. Really? I swear it by the gods. Nova will be free and safe. Why take that risk? You're winning the war. It's not your land that I want. It's your crystal. Okay, so this guy literally caused a war just for a Lumen crystal? Is it really worth that much? To gain your power, I am willing to wager my own. Shall we begin? Sense magic success. I can sense his power. It's so strong. I've learned everything I possibly could. But he's at least as good as I am. I don't like this. But what choice do I have? Foreign intelligence success. He was a musician once, before he married his way into power. Can I use that? Elodie, you can't sing worth crap. Lore failed. We can refuse outright, sing to him, or accept his terms. And since our Lumen skills are through the roof, I think we can win this, folks. So, we are gonna go ahead and we are going to fight this guy in the next video. So, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and click that notification bell to get more videos like this as soon as they upload. And sorry to leave off on the cliffhanger, folks, but this may be kind of long afterwards, so this is Harley Bartley, over and out.